It's the Sons of Texas right here on your classic metal show with Down in the Trenches. That goes out to Eddie in the chat room.
Let me guess. Texas?
Yeah.
Big shock.
Tex Nation himself.
And when you're done playing that, could you do Texas Hippie Coalition?
Yeah.
And then some Scumscunge?
Yeah, they were kind of a cross between a little Pantera sounding and Zakk Wylde.
Yeah, I like Sons of Texas. That's a good band.
Yeah, kind of like that. He's got that Phil scream.
You ever listen to him, like more than just that song?
No, I have not.
You should listen to them. You probably like them. They're fucking solid.
Well, now that I have them up here on the old Spotify,
there you go.
I can listen to them without having to buy a thing.
There you go. Perfect. Or YouTube Music. That's the new one.
There you are. I don't know. I guess I could be one of those people who go, well, this company, i.e. YouTube, Google, doesn't do things that I don't support, so I'm not going to listen to them or watch their channel anymore.
Yeah, man.
They're not going to get my time or attention because I don't like what they stand for.
That's right. Don't use you. Boycott the YouTube.
Yeah, pal.
Yeah. Only use Gab.
Exactly. So, anyway, there you go. There's the Sons of Texas.
Here they are.
It was being indicated that I just won't play them.
Yeah, well, there you go. Now you did.
I did.
So fuck off for the rest of your life. You're never hearing them again.
Yeah, mark it on your calendars. This day on February 23rd, 2019, the Sons of Texas were played on the Classic Metal Show.
For the first and last time, you fucks. They're banned.
Yeah, a band.
Yeah, we're banning the band.
Right. All right, so take us through the week of Chris Aiken and tell us what got under your skin this week.
What got under my skin was yesterday. Yesterday, I was as mad. I haven't been this mad, I don't think, since my divorce.
Oh, wow, that is pretty strong.
I was mad enough that my son ran for cover and didn't want nothing to do with me because he was afraid I was going to fucking scream at him or throw something at him. I was fucking livid. And I'm going to avoid names on this, some names.
Well, what do names matter in this story at all?
They don't, but I don't want to fucking jeopardize stuff. So, I got a call this is a pinball thing. I get this call during the week from a Fortune 25 company. One of the biggest companies in the fucking world.
Okay.
And they want to do team building exercises at my place.
All right, so they want to do a company outing.
Yes.
Okay.
So they want to do this company outing at the place. So, but they want to do it on times that we're not open. Well, I said, of course, we can make that happen, but, it's a fucking huge company. And I was like, yeah, we'll definitely make it happen. We'll accommodate, we'll staff it, we'll handle whatever needs to be handled here. Let's make this happen.
Yeah, if you're paying the bill,
yeah,
I will give you what you paid for.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I get that all worked out. And the lady that called me, she's like, well, do you guys cater? And I was like, yeah, we work through a company. And she's like, I sent her some information on the company and the packages that they offer and whatnot. She looks at it and she's like, well, this looks good, but I want to talk to the caterer about, this and that to make it make sure it has it feeds the right number of people, make sure that it's, the right for their staff, whatever their staffing would be. So I was like, yeah, sure, no problem, right? So I made the horrendous fucking mistake of not dealing with this myself. I said, well, here's the phone number to the caterer. Go ahead and call them, and you guys can work it out. And I don't need to get a piece of the catering or anything. You guys just will work out the deal. It's all fine. I don't care. Cool, whatever. So she's like, okay, great, thank you. Hangs up. 20 minutes later, I get an email from her, 1,000 fucking words long, about how she was treated like an absolute cunt by the caterer.
Okay.
And it was all, they said that they don't know who you are. They said they couldn't help us. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Right.
So now you know me, I'm fucking livid.
Yeah.
It's a fucking giant company. I mean, it's a company that every single person listening has not only heard of, but used their product. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
I mean, how do I chat in this thing? I'll tell you. Tell me if this isn't a big enough company. I'll tell you.
Yeah, absolutely.
The main headquarters for them.
All right.
Yeah, they want to do business with me.
Okay.
So I'm like, so I call her and I smooth it out. I'm like, that's not how we do business. That's unacceptable. Let me find you some more caterers.
This company does not represent my company. It's just that we've had dealings with them in the past, and I've never had an issue with them before, but, Yeah.
And it was like, I couldn't fucking believe it. So I sent my people over there yesterday to fucking read them the riot act. I almost got in the car. I was ready to go in the car and drive to Pittsburgh.
To the catering company?
To the catering company.
Okay.
Fucking read them the riot act. I was so fucking mad.
Okay.
So I ended up smoothing it over, but you know damn well that's going to cost me. Because now, let's say that we do a great job, which we will. We'll do a great job for them for their team building deal. But still, the next 6 months from now, when she's planning another one, she's going to think, man, those guys were a pain in the ass to fucking set up.
Well, you might think that, but if you turn it around and make it a great experience and go over and above to make up for the misunderstanding, they may look at that and go, you know what, they really did their best to make this thing happen, and went over and above, and that shows some integrity.
And what you're saying is a great big old maybe on top of instead of a for sure yes.
Yeah, I agree.
And I was not fucking happy. Really not happy. So then we're going to fast forward now. Now I'm already not in a good mood. And I'm really not in a good mood about fucking Pinball PA. So about 4:30 yesterday, I was on a conference call. And my phone rang in with a Pinball PA, call. And I didn't know who it was. I just know that it's a pinball call. And I didn't answer it. And, it went to voice, and I was still on my conference call. But I immediately texted the phone number back and said, on another call, I'll call you back in 10 minutes. If you need to book a party, because it rang through the party request line.
Okay.
I was like, if you need to book a party, here's the link. And I threw the link in the text real quick. Meanwhile, I'm on another call, and I'm texting this guy trying to do business and be professional and whatnot. The guy hits me back and says, well, I was just at your place and tried to book a party, but your guy said that you can't do it in the place. I was like, what in the fuck are you talking about?
Okay.
So now I have to make another nice call, right?
Yeah. It's like, what happened?
Yeah. Well, no, I didn't. I was like, so sorry this happened. It shouldn't have been that way. They should have called me if nothing else, which no one did. It should have been handled. Let me take care of you. And I started giving away the goddamn store so I could get the place back. So basically, I'm gonna lose anywhere from $100 to $300 on this party, basically giving it away for free because my guy's fucked up. So I called and just exploded. I was like, how do you fucking let people out of the goddamn place when they've got their credit card in your fucking face? Take the fucking money. I was fucking so pissed. I was like, how does this
what was the reasoning that they gave that they told the guy they couldn't do the party in the place?
Okay, you're going to love this answer.
All right.
I don't know how to do it. Meanwhile, we've been open with the same guys working the desk for 5 fucking years. And to make it easier, I bought them a computer and programmed it so that it opens up right to the page to book a party.
And nobody taught them how to do it?
Oh, no. I personally sat and taught them how to do it.
Right.
And my son, who is the manager, the general manager of the place,
right,
just didn't happen to be there yesterday in case there was a problem. And sure as shit, it became a problem. So I fucking went crazy. I was screaming at anybody that I could get on the fucking phone.
So the guys there don't know to make a phone call to you or your son or whoever, say, hey, there's somebody here. I'm not sure how this works. I forgot how the program works, or
they should know.
Could you walk me through this, or nothing like that? They just turned the guy away.
They should know. Instead, they turned him away, and the only answer I got back was, well, he didn't seem mad when he left, which, again, almost jump in my car to go beat somebody.
He didn't seem mad. It's just like, why didn't you just pick up the phone and say, hey, this guy wants to book a party. I forgot how this thing works.
Yeah, and literally, I was like, how do you not know how to do this? It's not like we book like 2 parties a year where you might have forgot. We book 300.
Right.
300 a year. Somebody should fucking know how to fucking do. Everybody that sits at the desk and takes money should be able to fucking take money.
Right.
Write it down. Call me. Whatever. Well, you know, I just didn't think that. Yeah, you're right. Stop it. I didn't think. I get it. That's where it stops. You didn't fucking think.
Yeah.
So I'm yelling and screaming, lightening up the house, and then I come out of my I was working in my office in my room, and I come out, and my son Mike, who's here, just takes one look at me and goes, I didn't do nothing, I didn't say nothing, I don't want to talk to you, and closed his door because he knew I was on the fucking rampage. Oh, I was fucking pissed.
Well, when I get a text by mistake on my phone that says, I just hate being in a position where I have to give away the fucking store. Yep. Make it right. Oops, wrong window.
Yeah, I was fuming, dude. I was texting, I'm calling. That text was meant for my son.
Right, but I got it.
But you got it. And meanwhile, I was on the phone with the other guys yelling, I was fucking livid. I came out of it going, what the fuck? Do I have to fucking put my hands on everything in order for it to fucking happen? Can I not trust anybody to do any motherfucking thing? It's so fucking stupid. Oh my God. No, John Bate, you're wrong. I shouldn't have to make a YouTube video. When you go to do your job, if your job involves answering the phone and saying, hello, can I help you? Do you need to go to YouTube to see a video that shows you how to answer the phone and say, hello, can I help you? You fucking learn. 5 years, not 1 day. If it was the first week, I'd be fine with it. Holy shit. Yeah, see, I'm all mad again. I'm telling you, man, yesterday would have been, I'm surprised I didn't drink my fucking face off.
Yeah.
Because I started to. I immediately went and grabbed a couple of beers and chugged them down in like 30 seconds flat and was like, I'm at that point where I'm either going to drink everything in the fucking house or stop. And then I just stopped. And, thankfully for that, because then I'd have been feeling like shit today. But, just fucking reminded me how much I fucking hate the world.
Right.
So that's my rage. And it's bad too, because it came off of a fun time the night before at Dawkins.
Yeah.
You know how that goes. You got that energy going from a good show. You have a good time, and then the next day you start off good. And boy, did it go right to shit in a major hurry.
Yeah. I hear ya.
So that's why I hate the world.
I'm with you.
Yeah, but anyway, today was better though. Today we had, and it's so interesting because, as much as I hated fucking Pinball PA yesterday, and literally I at one point I said to Ed yesterday, I said, I'm quitting Pinball PA. Y'all can fucking divide it up and do whatever you want with it. I fucking quit.
Yeah. And
he's like, you're not fucking quitting. And I was like, oh yeah? And I just fucking didn't answer for a while, and then I fucking calmed down. But it was I was that far into hate yesterday. And then today we had our single best non-holiday day ever. We made more money than we've ever made today on a day that was not a holiday.
Yeah, well, there really wasn't a lot going on in sporting events, and the weather is halfway okay, and
yeah, we just did really well today. So it's like, okay, well, that at least makes me feel better.
Yeah, I think it was like close to 60 in Pittsburgh today.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can deal. I guess maybe the bottom line is I can deal with incompetence if my fucking bills are paid.
Right. I get you.
Just fucking. Oof. Yeah. I had lunch with my mom today, and I was spewing this at her, and she's like, well, Monday's only, typical mom. She's like, Monday's only a couple of hours away. Just keep that in mind. Monday starts a new week.
What does that have to do with anything?
Old school, that old fashioned.
Yeah.
Start over. Every day's a chance to start fresh.
Yeah. Erase the slate and start again.
Yeah, exactly. She was definitely giving me the calm down, son. Calm down, little son.
Right. Of course. Well, my story certainly doesn't hold a candle to that story.
Okay.
But
what would you have done? Would you have done the same thing? You wouldn't have lost your shit.
I wouldn't have lost my shit. I'm a little more level-headed because I'm not emotional like that. Mm-hmm. But I would definitely be making some phone calls and being very direct about things.
Yeah. Would you have fired somebody?
If it was negligent, I might have suspended them. I don't know. But to be at a place for 5 years and just turn business away just because you don't know how to work the computer,
yeah,
that's just stupid. Just tell, we can't do that.
Yeah, I know. I just was not happy.
So you're going to turn away a $1,200 party because you can't figure out how to make a phone call if you're unsure of something.
Mm-hmm. I don't. And believe me, the thought did race through my fucking head. And then I just was like, once I calmed down, I thought about it. I thought of all the, the 50 fucking reviews on Google that the person in question has gotten saying how great they are with the customers or whatever. Right. And I calmed the fuck down.
Yeah.
But I was.
So did you find out what happened at the caterer?
I did.
What happened?
The answer was unacceptable. The answer was, it was a person that was having a bad day and, everything but she fucked up. And I was like, I don't care. I just don't care. I was like, I have to find other people. I cannot be represented by somebody that's fucking going to shit on my customers that I send that way.
Right.
Fuck that.
I made a recommendation, based on your previous service and your, whatever. And I sent a big customer to you and you just more or less just shit on the opportunity and made me look bad, and not only made yourself look bad, but you made me look bad in the process.
Yeah. Well, and to be honest, I don't, one of the things that she said to my customer was, I've never heard of us, Pinball PA. Meanwhile, we've done catering with them for 5 fucking years.
Right.
But whatever. Who does that? Forget us. Any business that you work in. I mean, I get 100 calls a fucking month from people that will say, hey, so-and-so told me about you, and said that you're really good at whatever. And I'm going to be honest. 99% of the time, I have no fucking idea who so-and-so is.
Yeah, but you just pick up the ball and run with it, right? Regardless if you know. Yeah. It's like, oh, well, that was nice of them. What can I do for you?
Exactly. Nice of them to say so. What is it that I can do for you now?
Yeah.
Your turn. Your turn to absorb my greatness.
Yeah, part of sales is just letting the customer feel at ease that they picked the right person.
You never say to the customer, well, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then you just sound like, well, I just picked up the fucking phone book and picked one at random. Oh, Jesus, dude. I'm telling you, I cannot tell you how fucking angry I was yesterday.
Yeah, I get it. Believe me, I get it.
And it's definitely still spilling over tonight because I'm fucking Eddie Trunk high noting like a motherfucker tonight, all angry and shit.
Well, so on Saturday, periodically on a Saturday, there's a little place not far from where I live here, just a mile or two away, and it's a little bar restaurant thing.
Right.
It's got a cool little vibe in there, and it's just kind of an intimate little place, but they got the most killer Bloody Marys I've ever had.
Okay.
And every now and again, I get in this mood. I'd like to have one of these Bloody Marys, and I go down there, and they're always good.
Right.
And so I went down there today, went to the bar area because I was going to have a Bloody Mary this afternoon.
Okay.
And I'm sitting there, and there's these three, I guess they'd be millennial age. I'm going to guess their ages to be mid-20s to probably mid to late 20s.
Okay.
2 girls and a guy.
Right.
The guy and one of the girls are a couple, and the other girl is just a friend of theirs.
Right.
And they're all just sitting there at the bar, chit-chatting away, and I'm sitting next to them. And I don't know how long they had been there, but they had food and glasses and this and that. So they'd obviously been there a while, had a couple of drinks, had some food, whatnot. But you could tell this guy, it's just like, all right, we ate, we had drinks, we visited, I want to get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
So the friend of the girlfriend, she's
right.
like, why are you so fidgety? Where do you need to be? Why do you need to go? Don't you miss me? God, I never see you guys as often. How come you don't miss me?
Oh God.
So that's one thing. It's just like, how full of yourself does have to say that? Don't you miss me? Right. So it's like, okay. So the guy is sitting there, he goes, no, it's just like, I kind of wanted to go because, Saturday I go hang out with my friends and I want to do this, that. Well, why are you such a hurry? Then the girlfriend starts in. Why are you so rude? How come you have to be so rude? Why can't you just sit here and enjoy our company?
Shut up.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. So he's sitting there. He goes, let me buy you another drink. He says, well, I really don't want another drink because I'm the one driving.
Right.
So I would prefer not to do that.
Right.
Well, if you're just going to sit there and be rude, he goes, I'm not being rude. And then, he's sitting in between them. So these two chatty Cathys are trying to talk. And
right.
So, he can't make a move forward or backward. Otherwise, he's blocking their view. Why are you sitting forward? I can't even see her.
Oh, my God. And you said he's a millennial fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So
that should teach him right there that he wants to have some toxic masculinity. He needs to really say, hey, shut up, we're leaving.
Yeah, or I sat there because I wasn't going to get in the middle of this. I go, why don't you two switch seats?
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, but it didn't seem to occur to either one of them.
No, of course not.
And so then it became this pick fest. Both of these girls on either side of this guy basically picking him apart.
And he does nothing. He just takes it.
He just sits there with his arms crossed, leaned back in the seat. And, well, why are you like this? And how come you're so impatient? I know, right? Like we went to my mom's house last week, and like I went to visit, and he like wanted to go and you know, and this he goes, well, we were there for 3 hours. Well, like my mom is like on her own, and you couldn't just visit with me, and like you know, yeah, dude, why do you have to be so rude? She's just there visiting her family. How come you have to be so impatient? What's wrong with you?
How about this, you stupid fucking hens? I'm leaving, take an Uber.
So I'm sitting there and I'm listening to this for about 30 minutes.
Right.
And then to go, are you guys really leaving? And he says, well, I don't know. I'm ready to go. How about you? Well, I'm not done talking.
No.
And she goes, why don't you have another drink? I'll buy you another drink. And he goes, I really don't want another drink. I'm driving. Then the girlfriend's like, well, I'll drive. And so, you know, it's this back and forth. And my head was about ready to come off.
I'm surprised you sat there. I'm surprised you didn't fucking check out yourself and leave.
Well, I got to the point to where it was these two and I was getting to the point where I will buy all three of you a round of drinks if you would just shut the fuck up. That's at the point I was.
And did you say that?
No, I didn't. The bartender said, are you all right? I said, I'll just take a check.
You should have sent drinks over to them.
They were sitting right next to me.
Oh.
I was sitting on the corner of the bar, and they were sitting along the front side of the bar.
That would have been awesome if you'd have been like, I'll just fucking buy you a round of drinks if you'll just shut up.
Well, I was really at that point.
Light the whole bar up
yeah.
by screaming at them. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, but it was just the most inane conversation. Just everything is wrong with this guy.
Yeah, of course.
The way that he's sitting, the way that his attitude is, that he's impatient, that he's rude, that he's this, and coming at him from both sides.
Fuck that.
You know, it's like, you know what, dudes, if you ever go out with your chick and she wants to invite her girlfriend to go along, turn it down immediately.
But that's, you know who I blame? Him.
Well, I agree. I'm not defending the guy like that, but my point is that you cannot go out with two chicks and just be in the middle of it.
No, not at all. No, you just got to say, okay, I'm going to go over here now and go somewhere else. You have to. You know, it's stupid to get into that mix. But what is he doing letting the chick run him down, both of them?
But that's how it goes these days. Do you ever see a millennial guy actually stand up for himself anymore?
No, not at all.
No, never.
No.
They just sit.
I fucking look at them with disgust every time I see it. Every time I see shit like that, I just look at them like, you guys are fucking pathetic. Just cut your dick off and be a chick, you faggots.
And the funny thing is what I notice about these younger women, they're more like guys than they are like girls.
Of course they are, because they have to be, because there's no man in their life.
Because it's like dude this and dude that, and you know they don't talk like, you know, like a feminine girl. You know what I mean? They're very almost masculine in the way that they conduct themselves.
Oh, they want to be guys.
I guess.
They want to be one of the guys.
It was about all I could take. So I was there for about 30 minutes, finished my Bloody Mary, out the door.
Yeah. Stayed longer than I would have. I don't think I could have sat there and listened to that horse shit.
Yeah.
Oof.
I got a suggestion that I should have been more like Samuel L. Jackson. Say what again? Say like what again? I dare you, motherfucker. Say it again.
Oh, boy. Dude, we're doomed. We've officially gotten to the point where we both we are the old miserable fucks that we used to make fun of.
Yeah, I know.
We are. We're those guys.
Yeah, I hate to say that, man, because, you know, I got a pretty good attitude about things in general, I think. But boy, it just gets to the point to where it's just like, will you have a point with what you're doing here or what you're saying or anything?
Yeah. I know. It's insane. Dude, what? Chat room, why does everybody keep asking me to talk about the Dawkins show?
Well, we're going to get to that, actually.
I mean, holy fuck. And even if we don't, haven't we talked about enough Dawkins shows? Motherfuck. Haven't we reviewed, 150 of them so far?
Well, I was actually going to get there. I did not because of the chat room, but I didn't even, because I don't have the chat room pulled up, but
glancing, and every time I glance at the chat room, I was like, did Chris talk about the Dawkins show? Hey, dude, talk about the Dawkins show. Dude, did you go to Dawkins? Shut up! How about this, you motherfuckers? We'll talk about what we want to talk about, and you'll listen. And if that ain't good enough, go fucking stand in the mirror and talk to yourself, you cocksuckers. Shut up! Fuck.
Now, back to Nice Chris.
Nice Chris don't exist tonight. I told you coming in, I am fucking not in a good mood.
Yeah. Well, I think I did see a couple of comments from the last week's show that they like the Neely sidebar stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no kidding.
Chris, let's have a talk after. Let's take this to the side. Now, do you have to really, really get upset like that?
Yes, I do. You're going to have to suspend me. Go to HR and tell them I'm yelling and calling people names.
So good. So good. You're yelling at the chat room.
I am. I'm turning into Michael Butler.
Yeah, straighten up.
Listen to this. I'm yelling at these guys that are talking to a chat room that are talking about me. Oh, my goodness.
Well, I do notice that I've been in business a long time, and common sense is just not common.
No.
And the fact that it's just like, why is this so difficult?
Right.
Why don't you let thought control your actions rather than no thought at all?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like it was a few weeks ago during a press conference that this is one of the reasons I love Trump. Is some reporter, she asked some question, and he goes, now that is one of the dumbest questions I have ever heard. And she goes, well, I didn't think. He goes, yeah, you're absolutely right. You rarely ever do. For a president to say that is just unprecedented.
It's pretty good.
Did you see that?
You sent it to me. Yeah.
Oh my God! He just laid her to waste.
Took the old ball back, gave her a good old smack.
He did. Well, I wasn't thinking. Yeah, you rarely ever do.
Yeah, you really weren't.
Next.
Yeah, no kidding.
So what was the end result with your employee?
He's still there.
I don't mean that. I don't mean that. It's just like how did that episode end?
He was either today or tomorrow being thoroughly trained.
Okay.
To which I will be looking for an answer. I will be looking for multiple phone calls on Monday saying he's thoroughly trained.
Right.
So that this never fucking happens again. And it was also made abundantly clear that no matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing, the phone rings if there's a fucking problem.
Yeah, well, that is the answer. I mean, I didn't know what happened until you just told me, and that's my first thought. It's just like, well, hang on a minute. I'm a little bit confused, but let me call someone here real quick.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't just turn business away. Yeah, I don't think we can do that in here.
Oh, you can do it at home. Go ahead. Yeah, they can have their fucking birthday party at home, too. No shit. Oh, not happy.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you want to know about the
Dawkins? I do. I do want to know about the Dawkins show. So Thursday, Dawkins came into the Northfield Hard Rock Casino.
They did.
And this has been, it's been about, 4 years since you've seen the guys? 3 to 4 years?
A couple of minutes. Yep.
Hang on, let's take a call real quick. Hail and Kill caller, you're on the air.
Chris, thoroughly trained.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
As opposed to what?
As opposed to putting the gun in his mouth and pulling the fucking trigger.
No. You know what? If he was a piece of shit otherwise, maybe. But, you know, he's not. And
No. Listen. I manage people, right? I hire and fire. Here's the thing.
Okay.
The reason why that guy did that, right, is because, I mean, and sometimes you get kind of blinded because you've known the guy, or because it's a small business, so you have a little bit of a intimate relationship with him. But
Okay.
the reason why people do that is because he gaffed it off. There's no profit in this for him, right? What does he care? You know, and he doesn't want to, like, make phone calls or, you know, do emails or, you know, try to get a number to call back or try to coordinate or whatever. He just didn't give a fuck. He didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
He just didn't care.
I'm not disagreeing with you, except for they know better. I've never had an issue with this guy. I mean, I in 5 years, I've never had an issue. And to be honest, on the other side of it, I don't have that relationship because I don't go to Pittsburgh very often. So I don't have the chum relationship with them. I am the fucking hammer. You know, I am, when I call, it's like the CEO of a company calling down. You know, it's definitely the only time I end up talking to anybody is when it's an issue. And I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm definitely not saying that you're wrong. I don't know. I just know that I made it perfectly clear. That's the only time. You know, there won't be a second episode of this.
Well, who manages it? Like who's the lead over there? Is there another person, another entity
there is, and that's another issue. That's, you know, the lead is my kid, and that's another issue that's gonna be dealt with because my kid knows that he has to do better, and that's
dude. It's like you're the Gambino crime family, and you've got like an operation like in Vegas, and it's fucking up, just like Casino. You know, you've got to go down there and just fucking, you know, like dig some holes.
Yeah, Artie, you got to go out there and see that guy,
dude. I'm telling you, I started getting those calls the other day. I felt like Tommy being dragged out to the cornfield to watch my fucking kid get killed and me thrown in the hole behind him.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. That's the disconnect with these fucking stupid ass employees, is that they don't understand that small and medium businesses sometimes rely on corporate accounts and income to stay afloat.
Yes.
Right? Like imagine if this company now, you know, you give them great service, and then now maybe they want to come back every 90 days, and then every month, once a month, or whatever the fuck, right? And then that's just going to grow, and then maybe you can open up another facility somewhere. I mean, these motherfuckers, these idiots, you know, just don't understand that. And this guy, and he I mean, I don't care what okie dokie gives you. He just gaffed him off. He gaffed him off. He just gaffed him off. You know, he just doesn't give a fuck. I mean, that's the thing is, you know, and the kid, moron. I mean, you got to fucking get over there and, you know what I mean, like smash some fucking skulls over there, man.
Sounds like you're more upset about this than Chris is.
I don't know.
Oh, dude, I am fucking fired up, dude. Like Chris, dude. I mean, no, because the thing is I understand exactly what you're going through, because I've been through this shit before, like with my employees. I run supervisors, I run employees, and it's just, and 9 times out of 10, it's just, at the end of the day, no matter how you try to analyze and decipher what happened, like mechanically, right? You find that it's just, they were just fucking lazy about it.
Yeah. Dude,
you know?
I'm not even arguing. I have not one word of argument with you on this. The reason he's not fired, quite honestly, is because I have a level of trust, and 5 years, one incident.
Yeah,
everybody should get one. Everybody should get one.
Yeah, but see, here's what I found. A guy fucks up like this, right, after being around for a year, 2, 3, 4, whatever, And you start to think, what the fuck else has he fucked up? Like, you know, you start to think like, Jesus Christ, I mean, is this guy really a fucking moron like that? And I've lost customers or business or something's been, you know, he's fucking like he's you know, whatever, you know?
Right. And I agree. And that's like I said earlier, if I didn't have quite literally 50 reviews on Google that talk about him specifically and what great customer service he gives, I would have definitely had a different opinion. But I do hear
it's probably because he's giving them free games or some shit.
Chris, he's more invested in this than you are, Chris.
Maybe I should fucking step aside. You want to buy a pinball place, dude?
I tell you what, you give me a ticket, coach, and I'll go down there and I'll have that fucking thing running straight in about 30 days.
Well, I don't know that it's not running smoothly. It's making more money than it ever has.
Well, he'll make more money.
I guess so.
Yeah, I wonder. Now I'm wondering about the skim. Now I'm wondering about, you know, who he's letting play in for free. Now I'm wondering about what other Fortune 500s or Fortune 25s he's been gaffing off and just fucking fucked off. You know, now I'm wondering about all this shit. You know?
Don't get me more riled up, dude. I was almost past it.
Oh, fuck's sake!
Now
dude.
this guy isn't going to be able to sleep tonight.
Yeah.
Oh man, when you said when you said just a sit down counseling, I thought, oh my fucking god, dude, this guy is just fucking, oh my lord,
he's fucking toast.
Man, oh man, this guy, I want this guy on the show. I want to talk to this motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Look
Have him call in. No, you're his boss. I want him called in right now. Let's have a four-way.
Meet your new boss.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude! Just the cost of it, you know, or the potential cost is just driving me up the wall, you know. But
well,
anyway,
I think it's all right for now.
Well, we'll just keep your number on speed dial just in case we need a heavy to go out there and wear the black hat.
That's right.
And you know, like some of these employees are like, oh, this fucking guy's got his kid running this fucking thing into the ground, and oh fuck, you know what I mean?
Maybe.
You know what I mean? Oh, dude, come on, I know exactly what's going on over there.
I'm sure.
All right, guys, hail and kill. See you later.
Believe that's our friend from Riverside.
There we go. Putting me in my place, guys.
Yeah, look at you, Chris. you got your new operations manager right there.
I guess so.
And he only needs a coach ticket. He's not demanding first class.
Operations manager / concentration camp.
Yeah,
Jesus
he's like, you know what? I'm saving costs here. Coach ticket is fine.
Yeah, pal.
I'll ride on the wing if that's necessary. I'm on my way.
Give me a Greyhound ticket.
Yeah, I'll ride in the luggage compartment. I don't even need a seat. I eat punks like that for breakfast.
Damn straight.
So good. So good. So anyway, you did go out to Dawkins at the Hard Rock Casino Hotel there in Northfield. They played on a Thursday night. How was the crowd?
I think that place holds 2,500, and I would say it was mostly full. It was probably 2,000.
Okay.
You know, if the place holds 2,500, I would say it had 2,000.
All right, so it is a Thursday night of all nights of the week, and so they came in to do the show and take it from there.
Yeah, and it was fun. We had a good time. Levin, and not just because he's coming on the show, but I mean, Don even said it on the stage. Levin was on fucking fire.
Yeah,
man.
Don actually texted me last night and basically made that same claim.
Dude, I've seen John play now 8, 10, 12 times, however many times it's been, and I've never seen him that fucking fiery. I mean, he was just bringing it. And it was fucking sweet. He was definitely sweet. The band was real good. Don was Don. You know, like it, hate it, whatever. You know, like I said to you on Thursday night when I was talking to you, it's the biggest problem Don has these days is that he cannot rework those songs that he has to play.
Yeah, to be within his capable range.
Yeah, he can't do high notes anymore. And I'll be honest, it sucks that he tries to, because he can't hit them. But he still tries to, because he's trying to give the fans what they want to hear.
Right.
You know, but like songs like Dream Warriors and stuff that are really high, he's not going to hit that anymore. And you know, that's, if there was a way to rework it, that it wouldn't end up being some shitty Henry Rollins spoken word fucking version of it.
Yeah, kind of at least a happy medium there.
Yeah, you don't want a William Shatner, we're the Dream Warriors.
Right, of course.
Dream more. You know, you want that. And to be honest, I don't think McCarville has the high range that like Pilson or Sean McNabb. You know, because when Sean was in the band, Sean used to do a lot of those high parts. And it seems like Chris is more of just a background vocal guy. Like, he doesn't take lead on any of it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, he and Mick, you know, do a good job harmonizing. Mm-hmm. But it isn't the same contribution that a Jeff Pilson would add. Right, exactly. It's kind of the same way that Juan Crucier compliments Stephen Piercy.
Yeah, or
Michael Anthony. Exactly.
Right. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, overall, the show was really good. The best part about the show is it was early as fuck, and it was perfect. It was scheduled for 7:30. It started at 7:45. No opening band. Done by like 9:15 or 9:30 at the latest. In fact, it had to be 9:15 because I was texting you by 10:30.
Yeah.
And I was home. I wasn't in the car, and I was home. And that was after hanging out for 30 minutes or so with the band. So, you know, I loved that, the early show, and, you know, that was cool. But so we get in, Levin hooked me up with tickets, which was, I am most appreciative, because I hit him up. And it's funny because I hit him up at 2:00 and I was like, dude, you know, just making sure we're cool. And he's like, yeah, no problem. You know, I'll just put you on the list +3.
Yeah, because I told Don you were going to be there, and the first thing he said, does he need tickets?
Yeah.
He just let me know. Tell me how many. Tell me, does he need tickets? How many does he need? I said, I think John already hooked him up. He goes, oh, okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, John took care of me. But man, we were like 5th row or 6th row. What letter is G? Whatever G is that 8? I think
it's like 7.
E, F, G, yeah, whatever, 7, 8. Mm-hmm. You know, that's where we were, right on the seats 1, 2, 3, and 4, right there. You know, on John's side of the stage. So fucking mint seats. And so they came out and they did their thing with the intro, and then Dawkins, and then they kick into Kiss of Death. And everybody had their phones out, and I had my phone out, and I was filming a little bit. These fucking jackass fucking security cunts, like a minute in, are like, oh, you can't do any filming in here. And meanwhile, like, everybody that was in the middle of the rows kept right on fucking filming, but they fucking came and damn near swatted my phone out of my fucking hand. You know, and I don't know if you saw the video that I posted up of it, but you see at the end, my phone goes black because he fucking swatted it down.
Yeah.
Swatted my arm down.
Because you were the only one he could reach.
Yeah, because I was on the end of the fucking row. It's like, you fucking cunt. So I didn't film anything for the whole night, which sucked because Levin was fucking killing.
Yeah.
But they played a good set. They were playing songs I did not expect. Don was cracking me up that he doesn't know his own fucking career. That's hysterical to me. He goes, yeah, here's a song that was on Dysfunctional. It's one of my favorite albums.
Yeah.
And then it was fucking Maddest Hatter.
Right.
Which is not on Dysfunctional.
Yeah, erase the slate, yeah.
Yeah. And then later he was talking about how he wrote this other song about the wars.
Will the Sun Rise.
Well, the sunrise, he goes, yeah, I wrote this in 1989. And, and I was like, 1989? And I texted you. I was like, that. What was that on? And
it's like under lock and key, 85.
Yeah, I was like, so he wrote it in like 84. Just 5 years off.
Yeah.
I was like, geez, oh man, dude. But it was a good time. I mean, we had a good time. Show was fun. You know what I wish, and you have a better ear. You have the band's ear better than me. Talk to them about putting Crazy Mary Goes Round in the set list. That would be fucking fun to hear Mick sing that, because he's such the fucking party guy anyway.
Yeah, sure.
That would be a fun one for them to do. If they're looking for something that they don't do all the time, that would be fun. That would be the one.
Right.
So, but it was fun. And then after the show, we went backstage. We did it all cattle call style at first. And, it was funny. I busted Don's balls with, when he's talking to people, and then it came up to me and my little crew of people. And I just looked at him and I said, dude, Neely told me I can't have more than 37 things signed, so that's all I brought. And he just looks at me and he goes, you ain't getting that. You're not getting fucking that signed. And then at the end, we were just trading fucking funny insults, like more or less back at each other's. I was taking pictures for my friends with him, and one of them said, "Hey, you want to take a picture with Don?" And Don's like, "I'm not taking a fucking picture with him."
But your gal pal and her friends, they got all pictures and everything.
Oh yeah, they got plenty of pictures with everybody, and dude, it was so funny because after, like, John, we were like outside of the green room, and then John came out and grabbed us up and took us into the green room. So John ends up sitting on a little couch, and I was sitting on I don't know, it's one of them chairs that looks like a beanbag, but it's not a beanbag. I don't know what it is, like a footstool looking thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what you call this thing, but so I'm just sitting there on this thing, and me and John are bullshitting or whatever. And John, in the middle of sitting there, looks up like over my head and goes, "You guys can sit down if you want." So I turn around, and Kelly and her friends are standing almost at attention, like they're in the service. Like they're scared to say anything,
right.
And they're scared to move, and they don't want to interrupt. And it's like, what are you guys doing? Relax. It was just funny. Yeah. But good time, got to say hello to everybody. McCarville told me to punch you in the face.
Well, that's nice of him.
Which was fun, just out of the blue. They were getting ready to go, and they're starting to put their gear away and stuff, and I know the cue. So I was like, all right, we got to go. And I, was kind of walking around the room saying, hey, thanks, thanks for the hookup. Thanks for, good show, blah, blah, blah. And I get to McCarville, shake his hand, and I go, good to see you, man. He's like, good to see you too. And when you see Neely, punch him in the face for me. I was like, okay.
Too funny.
So there, that's my Dawkins review in short order, I guess. There's not, we've talked about how many Dawkins shows. I'm not going to break down every song.
Yeah. Well, it was good.
It was fun.
It was good. You got to, hook up with the guys and see what's up with them. Hail and Kill caller, you're on the air.
Just a quick question. Does Don really need George? Jackal's in the chat room saying that without George, there's no Dawkins.
Well, but Jackal says without Peter Criss and Ace Frehley, there's no Kiss, and without this guy, there's no this band. You can't listen to Jackal. He's lost his mind.
Jackal's a fool.
I put it to you. I'm going to hang up, but I put it to you that without Dawkins, George Lynch has accomplished very little.
Well, there's okay.
I don't disagree, really.
Yeah, they both needed each other at that time, and without each other early on, neither one of them would have had a career.
No, I mean, Lynch Mob's not a bad band. I like the Lynch Mob.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, Shadow Train and KXM and Microdot and what other bands has he been in?
Well, I appreciate what George has done through his career, but when it comes to performance-wise, watching, I'd rather watch John Levin.
Yeah, today, I would skip a Lynch Mob show and see John Levin play.
Yeah, absolutely. John is a monster. He's fun to watch, and he makes it look effortless, and he just looks like he's having a good time. George kind of has that, looks like he's constipated all the time.
Yeah, and I will just stand by the fact that I just can, anybody that is a purist and won't go see Dawkins because it's John and not Lynch, you're a fucking dummy. If you liked those songs and you liked the guitar in those songs and you're not going because it's not Lynch, then fuck you. Simple as that. Just go fuck yourself, because you're missing out on the better performer of those songs in 2019.
Absolutely.
He's a goddamn monster on guitar.
He is. He's absolutely fantastic. And the funny thing is that, I travel with them quite a few times through the year, and, as many shows as they play through the year and as many years as John has been in Dawkins twice as long as George has been in Dawkins.
Right. Sure. 19 years now. Right.
Yeah. But he the funny thing is that when I'm with them and I'm standing on the side of the stage and John is up there just ripping like he usually does, after he's done and there's maybe a short break in between a song or something, he'll come in and goes, dude, how was that? Was that okay? Did I do okay? And it's like, dude, you don't need my approval. It's like, man, you ripped it. Are you sure? Because I just don't feel like I did as good as I could have. He's just real humble like that, It's just like, I thought it was okay, but I just don't think it was all that great. And,
he's a typical musician. Musicians always feel like they played a bad set.
Yeah. And it's like, dude, you just tore my face off. Oh man, dude, thanks so much. Thanks so much. It's like, well, man, who am I? I'm just a dude. I'm just standing here watching the show.
He just fucking devastated on Thursday.
Yeah.
I mean, just the solos that he played in the songs were just smoking.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking smoking. I was like, God damn it, dude. And the same thing. We come back after. He's like, was the show okay? Was it good? And I was like, dude. I was like, your singer himself said it was the best he's seen you play in 20 fucking years. I think it was okay. Jesus, relax.
That's funny. So when is John coming up in 8 minutes?
Yeah. We're once we go to songs here, I'll try and get the technology worked out and get him on the horn here.
Okay. All right. Well, let's play a couple of tunes. We can play a Dawkins tune just before John comes on the show. Play something from a record that he's on.
All right.
And I'll let you pick a tune, and then I'll play a Dawkins song after it, and then we'll bring John on.
All right. How about if we go with She's Gone by Y&T from the 10 record.
All right.
How's that?
Yeah, it's just kind of like Bob Nalbandian in the interview that you did with him last week for the release of Band versus Brand. He was talking about how Dave Meniketti pretty much is Y&T.
Right, sure.
And, he said even as many times as he's seen Y&T, even back in the day, that their shows today are just as good as any show that he ever seen even back then.
Absolutely. Yeah, they're here in a couple weeks. I'm going. They're playing at Tangiers, which I love that place, so I'm definitely going to that.
No Phil Kennemore, no Y&T, right, Jackal?
Yeah.
He's dead.
They'll only play at the Grave, Jackal, so that you can fucking show up.
Right.
Dave Meniketti and 3 headstones, you fuck.
All right, well, let's play some Y&T, and we'll follow it up with some Dawkins, and we'll bring John Levin in, hopefully, and we'll go from there.
Sounds good, man.
Which one did you want?
She's Gone from the 10 record.
There it is. She's Gone. All right, I got it. All right, well, here's Y&T exclusively here
on your classic metal show.
Hey, everybody, this is Dave Meniketti from Y&T. You're at the right place. We're rocking with the classic metal show.